Have you ever drawn a sound in SpectroDraw only to make a small mistake and have to restart? Today, we're looking at the Sprites feature in SpectroDraw Pro, a game-changing tool that turns your brush edits, imported samples, and selections into fully adjustable, movable tiles. Found in the bottom right corner right below the brush settings, a new sprite is automatically generated every time you draw a stroke, drag in audio, or create a selection. You can even rename them to keep your project organized. Instead of permanently locking your audio edits into the spectrogram canvas, Sprites treat your drawings like independent layers in a photo editor, giving you total creative flexibility to make mistakes or experiment without ever having to start over. One of the biggest advantages of the Sprites feature is how they handle your project history. In most other editors, pressing undo, then making a change completely removes all redo history. However, in SpectroDraw Pro, pressing undo simply disables the last active sprite, while redo re-enables it, keeping your past actions perfectly safe in the project unless you manually delete them. Even better, sprites allow you to completely reprocess a region long after you've painted it. For example, if you draw a shape using a fill effect, but decide later it would sound better with an amplifier, you can just click that sprite in your list, swap the effect in the dropdown, and tweak the amplification parameters. This is incredibly powerful when paired with a selection tool, which allows you to apply different effects on specific rectangle regions of your audio. In addition to being able to adjust sprite effects, you can also move them around by clicking the Move Sprite button, then dragging the shapes across the spectrogram. Moving a sprite preserves its exact shape based on your log scale settings. Setting your log scale to 2 at the top left corner lets you perfectly shift pitches up and down by octaves, while a log scale of 1 shifts everything by a flat amount of hertz, compressing the notes for a completely unique experimental sound. To polish your sounds even further, the Sprites panel features a built-in volume envelope graph right below the effects settings. You can drag the points downwards to soften a sound's attack, smoothly crossfade between overlapping sprites, or right-click to add custom points and use the yellow tangent handles to sculpt complex fading shapes. This feature is perfect for making wind sounds or experimental rising. Having this level of control over your spectral artwork is exactly why Sprites makes SpectroDraw Pro such a massive time saver for serious sound designers. It removes the pressure of committing to permanent edits, letting you experiment with pitch, effects, and volume fades completely on the fly. If you're ready to speed up your editing workflow and get your hands on the Sprites feature, be sure to check out the link in the description to try Pro for free. Subscribe so you don't miss our next tutorial. Happy producing!